Welcome back to the Journeyman Football Manager save. We are heading out of the August transfer window now with our new squad assembled. Form has been indifferent so far this season, but performances have been good, and we could easily have won that game against Arsenal by 3-1. So I'm actually quite optimistic about how the next few games could go. So fingers crossed we can put some results together and go on a bit of a run of form. We've got 10 days till the next game against Southampton, so the international break will pass and those that are currently away will come back. Fingers crossed we can finish in a European spot this season with Wolves. If we don't, then we will obviously be looking for a job elsewhere at the end of the season, as my contracts will expire. I think, to be fair, I'll probably let my contract expire anyway and leave Wolves, but we may look to move elsewhere throughout the course of the season if a tasty job becomes available. But at the minute, none available that we're interested in. We're just out of the summer transfer window and keen to crack on. So let's crack on. As ever, drop the video a like if you're enjoying. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and come across and join me on Twitch with the link in the description as well, where you can see all of the behind the scenes, etc. I do not mention this on a second channel video yet. I have recently set up a TikTok as well. So if you'd like to come across and join me on TikTok for some much shorter content, some highlights from certain stuff, some of the best moments from our content on various different games, or some funny moments, etc. So we'll have to wait and see if that's something you guys are interested in. If you are, then come across. If not, then don't bother. Let's crack on. Let's go and play Saints. So it's Amrabat's debut today, thrown straight in at the deep end, although the deep end isn't quite as deep as it could be because we're playing bottom of the table Southampton, who have lost every single one of their opening 5 games. We have a half-decent see. Anthony Gualt, our former striker at Toulouse, is in their starting lineup, so he's made his way to the Premier League from Leverkusen, where we sold him. But I'll just tell everyone to go out and play their natural game. At home here, against the team that have lost every game they've played so far this season, we should be getting a win. Jonathan David down the left-hand side after 18 minutes to try and help us get in front. Pinota, Ormrod. First goal of his time here back in England for Paul Ormrod. The 20-year-old in from Stuttgart came through their youth system, so presumably parents moved to Germany when he was young, because he is English, and he just found himself in space. There was no way he couldn't at least hit the target with that much room, and he's found the very top corner. That's a great goal. Ormrod beginning to trust him more and more in possession at the minute. Oh, it's a lovely ball. McAllister's there ahead of the keeper. He came for it, got nowhere near it. It's now turned provider Paul Ormrod, and McAllister makes it 2-0. It's going to be a 3-0 victory for us. Keeps us within 2 points of those European spots. Well done, lads. Good win for us. We'll take it. Southampton lose 6 straight at the beginning of the Premier League season. But we're really pleased with the result. We're not expecting to finish much higher than 8th, to be honest, given the full season. But pleased with the initial start this year. Tottenham away next is not going to be easy, but they're having another slow start to a year. Right, so we've dropped to 9th. But we have a game in hand. If we can beat Spurs, we could go up to 6th. If we draw, we could go back to 8th. Let's go and get the victory against Spurs. What's their side look like? I mean, on paper, their side looks insane still, probably. Felipe, Shutalo, Scalvini, Mateus Nunes, Enzo Fernandez, Nkunku, Kulusevski, Harry Kane. Why they are where they are in the league last season and this season, I don't know. Nkunku with a free kick again in a good position for... Has that gone in? It has gone in. It kind of went across the line. It didn't even look like it had crossed, apparently. But obviously the buzzer on the referee's wrist will have gone off. Hits the inside the post and looks like it bounces across the line. But the replays show apparently it does cross the line. That is the first goal line replay I have ever seen in FM that actually has the ball crossing the line. I mean, we've had a fair split of possession and more chances created. I'll say unlucky. Felt the pressure lifted. There were a few anxious players in there as well. I'm not really too sure why. Again, I don't think anything drastic needs changing after that Tottenham game. The performance was there again, but we just couldn't quite get the ball in the back of the net. So on this occasion, if we can do that, we should be fine. Richarlison has been on fire for for Leicester this season, though. So we're going to have to be aware of that. Right, we're on the attack in the first highlight. Thiago Santos and McAllister. Pellegrini's there. Former Leicester player, of course. Now we're on the back foot. Harvey Barnes. Man on this near side is getting a long way forward with a lot of space. And Eklenkamp is probably going to try and play him in now. It's Diang. It's Grady Diangana, actually. And that's a finish from James Maddison. Foot straight through it. Diangana was involved in the move. And we are behind early on, which is not ideal. Or at least in keeping it for spells. Ormrod with the ball over the top. Fabio Silva. Oh my God, what a goal! Appealing for offside. If that's disallowed, I'm heartbroken. That's insane. Goal awarded. Thank the Lord. What a finish. Ormrod with a worldie of an assist. He's definitely onside. It's not even close. But the chest control and the volley, all in this. Imagine if that was real life. That's Puskás award worthy. Brings it down on his chest and then volleys it first time. And the offside wasn't close at all. It's not even. It's two defenders onside. But chest and then. That's nuts. That's goal of the season contender right there already after just 8 games. Jonathan David looking for Fabio Silva through the middle as well. Fabio's in behind. He's already got one worldie. Can he get a more simple one? Yes, he can. We lead. We've turned it around. From 1-0 down to 2-1 up. Now that's football, it said in the commentary. 2 goals in 4 minutes. Vamos and praise. Lovely slotted through ball from Jonathan David. Bit of space on the right-hand side. Lots of space now on the right-hand side as Tomic will race onto that. 2 in the middle to aim for. His crossing's not his best attribute, but he's found one on this occasion, and Fabio Silva has himself a hat-trick. Seems like they're wasting time of their own accord at the minute. Karnaseki pumps it for McAllister to chase. Target can only nod it to Fabio Silva, and here's Tomic again at pace. Down the wing. Men in the middle. Silva for 4. He scored all of them. The Tomic and Fabio Silva connection. A+, A star. I don't know what it is in numbers now. You guys, they changed the way that exams are graded. A star for me. A++. That's going to be game. A Fabio Silva quadruple. 17, 20, 49 and 80. We're a one-man show at the minute, but we don't care. West Brom's team is not going to be great. Daryl DK up top. Steffi Mavadidi. Moy Gomez, Flynn Downs, Batista Mendy, Javi Lopez, Dara O'Shea. Pick up what we left off last time against Leicester for absolute certainty that if we can bring about a similar performance, we'll get them. They've drawn 4 of their last 5, but they did lose their last one. Could have played Jonathan David through. I could have moved Jonathan David up top to striker, to be fair. Fidalgo, because Jonathan David is decent in front of goal. Nabil Fekir, however, is not bad either. That's 1-0 Wolves in the 20th minute. We have ourselves an advantage away from home against the big rivals. We hopefully will build on that yet further. Go up another gear. There's definitely another gear to go to. It sucks that we might miss Fabio Silva for a little, but that's going to be an easy equaliser. He's going to just stab home. 90 seconds into the second half. West Brom are level, and that's exactly why we can't waste as many chances as we did in the first half. Go again, please, gents. I just asked them for another gear. I didn't anticipate they'd go down one. I hope that they go up. Norton Cuffy for West Brom. Aguilar. Salisu wins the header. Fidalgo will turn on it, hopefully, and does so. Fekir, options. Poor pass again. Real lack of quality in this one. Just needs someone to come up with something special. Jonathan David. Nabil Fekir. He might be the man. He is the man. Fekir's second of the day and of the season. We're going to win on Derby Day. Let's go. Thank you, Nabil. There are 2 minutes left of those 4 minutes added on. 60 seconds left to go. This could move us into 6th and just 2 points off the top 4, though we have played the early game in the day. But if you win it, that's all you can do. Really pleased to get the win. Delighted about Nabil Fekir. Moy Gomez was pretty decent, unfortunately. We weren't great in that game, but we got the result. And that's all you can ask for, really. Bit of a gap until the next game. 2 weeks, because there's presumably an international break. Thankfully, we should have Fabio Silva back by the end of that international break. Nabil Fekir was superb, and I needed that. Thank you very much, my friend. All right, Burnley at home. We're at home against a team that are much lower in the league than us. We're in good form. Fabio Silva is questionable with his fitness, though, so we'll have to mollycoddle him a little bit and make sure that he gets through it. Demari Gray for them, Nathan Teller. Freddie Woodman in goal should be beatable. For also a funny old game, we're not going to say anything like that. Absolutely, Jonathan David can play the 490. Tomic has been brilliant so far this season. Hopefully we'll continue. We've won 3 of our last 4. Let's make that 4 of 5, please. Gutierrez has just run up and run off with that. He's like, excuse me. Oh, it's a lovely ball. It's 1-0 Burnley. They are going to check it for offside. I think he was close. I couldn't confidently say either way. Goal awarded. He was on. Burnley take the advantage. Ayman Benarous with his first goal of the season. Yeah, he's definitely on. Danso plays him on. Not Danso, Salisu. Not even close. I didn't put McAllister back in. I should have done. It's a lovely ball. Fabio Silva. We're level. Well, I said he wasn't performing, but he's just popped up with the equalising goal in the 48th minute of the first half, so he can stay on the pitch now. Thiago Santos to Fidalgo. If we could score early doors in the second as well as late in the first, that'd really knock their confidence. Fekir heavily involved in everything today. Recently, Fabio Silva's at it again. The cross from Fekir, sensational. And Fabio Silva just, quite frankly, has to be right place, right time. And at the minute, he has a habit of being so. That cross first time, what a delivery. Delicious from Nabil Fekir. He was out of the starting lineup because Alexis McAllister, we decided to move further forward. Turns out Nabil Fekir wants that starting spot back. As it stands in the league, with this victory, if we see it through, we would be up to 5th. Go on, Alexis. Nabil Fekir driving around the outside. Right place, right time, man in the middle. You betcha! Fabio Silva, hat-trick again! Back-to-backs! And Fekir, instrumental in all of it. 3 million quid we played for Nabil. 3 million quid! He's a god! If we lose Fabio Silva, we really are screwed here at Wolves, aren't we? He's the heart and soul of this team. He's the only one that puts the ball in the back of the net more often than not. But I guess kind of because we're set up to just try and get him as many goals as possible. We could find someone else that could fill that role. A mistake. Nuno Santos has his first goal of the season and Maripan will hang his head in shame. Actually, it might be Udokai. One of the Burnley defenders will hang their heads in shame. Tomic drives in. I think it was Udokai at the near post there, wasn't it? Just turns and plays it without even looking. And Nuno Santos says, "Ta very much. We'll have that. That'll be another goal for the boys." 4-1. After we put 4 past Leicester, we put 4 past Burnley. We're up into 5th in the league as it stands. That was another superb result. As comprehensive as it gets, you've blown them away. Took us a while to get going. We had to go 1-0 down. But that is a response. And it needed that goal before half-time to turn it round. Wolves are flying. Nabil Fekir, superb. I might put Nabil Fekir out wide left. And then Alexis McAllister in. And Jonathan David can go to the bench. Jonathan David's not been... But I mean, 5 assists in 10 games. Maybe I just leave... I leave Jonathan David central. Or just leave... No, I'm just going to leave Fekir central and Jonathan David on the left. They're both performing really well. Honestly, I've got too many good options at the minute. I'm not sure what to do. We have Everton at home next. They are my bogey team in this save so far. Or at Wolves, at least, so far. So not necessarily looking for that. But then Sunderland away is winnable. Aston Villa at home will be tough. But Leeds away, Brentford away, all winnable. Before then, a very difficult December with City, Liverpool, West Ham who are flying, Chelsea and Tottenham. But we're 5th in the table, and so far we absolutely deserve it. Fabio Silva with 9 goals in 9 games in the Premier League so far this season. He scored goals in every year, but he's now having the best season of his career so far, and he's still only 25. I love Fabio Silva. He's not there yet in real life, but he is the finished article in this save right now. That's all for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, to the YouTube channel, so you don't miss out on more. And do come across and join me on Twitch. I'd love to see you over there live. For now, though, that's all for this one. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.